You've heard of the world's most exclusive car auction, but have you ever wondered what it's really like to bid on a $1 million ride? Well, you're in for a treat because today we're going to take you behind the scenes of Japan's biggest secret, the Japan Automobile Auctions, JAA. Imagine being surrounded by over 1.5 million vehicles, all vying for the attention of the world's top collectors and enthusiasts. That's what happens every year at the JAA, where the world's most exclusive and rare cars are sold to the highest bidder. But what makes the JAA so unique, and why should you care about bidding on a car in Japan? Let's start with the numbers. The JAA is the largest car auction in the world, with over 1.5 million vehicles sold annually. That's more than the population of some cities. But what's even more impressive is the diversity of cars on offer. From limited edition supercars to vintage classics, the JAA has it all. And with prices ranging from a few $1,000s to millions, there's something for every budget. But the JAA isn't just about the quantity of cars on offer, it's also about the quality. Many of the cars sold at the JAA are rare and exotic models that are highly sought after by collectors. We're talking about cars like the Lamborghini Veneno, the McLaren P1, and the Ferrari F40, cars that are almost impossible to find elsewhere. And with prices to match, these cars are truly the creme de la creme of the automotive world. So, how does it all work? To bid on a car at the JAA, you'll need to be prepared for a competitive and often unpredictable environment. The auction takes place over several days, with hundreds of cars going under the hammer every hour. And with bidders from all over the world participating, the competition is fierce. But don't worry if you're not a seasoned bidder, the JAA has a system in place to help you navigate the process. From online pre-bidding to in-person bidding, there are plenty of ways to participate. And with the help of expert auctioneers, you'll be guided through the process every step of the way. Now, you might be wondering what makes the JAA so exclusive. Is it the cars on offer? The auction process itself? Or is it something more? The truth is, it's a combination of all three. The JAA is a place where the world's top collectors and enthusiasts come to buy and sell the world's most exclusive cars. And with prices to match, it's a place where only the most serious buyers can afford to play. But here's what most people don't know, the JAA is also a place of opportunity. With so many rare and exotic cars on offer, you never know what hidden gems you might discover. And with the right knowledge and expertise, you could be the one to uncover the next big thing in the world of collectible cars. So, what does it take to bid on a car at the JAA? First and foremost, you'll need to have a good understanding of the car market. This means knowing what's hot and what's not, as well as what prices are realistic for certain models. It also means being prepared to think on your feet and make quick decisions in a fast-paced environment. But that's not all. To really succeed at the JAA, you'll need to have a deep understanding of the cars themselves. This means knowing the history, the specs, and the condition of each car. It also means being able to spot a rare or unique feature that might make a particular car stand out from the crowd. And finally, you'll need to have the right resources at your disposal. This means having access to expert advice, market analysis, and other tools that will help you make informed decisions. It also means being prepared to invest time and money in your research and preparation. So, are you ready to take the plunge and bid on a car at the JAA? With the right knowledge, expertise, and resources, you could be the one to uncover the next big thing in the world of collectible cars. But remember, the JAA is a place of opportunity, and it's not for the faint of heart. You'll need to be prepared to think on your feet, make quick decisions, and take calculated risks. As we continue our journey through the world of the JAA, we'll be exploring more of what makes this auction so unique. From the cars on offer to the auction process itself, we'll be delving into the details that make the JAA a truly one-of-a-kind experience. So, stay tuned, and let's get ready to uncover the secrets of Japan's biggest secret. But before we move on, let's take a step back and think about what we've learned so far. We've covered the basics of the JAA, from the numbers to the cars on offer. We've also explored the competitive environment of the auction and the resources you'll need to succeed. And we've touched on the exclusivity of the JAA and the opportunities it presents. Now, let's ask ourselves a question: what's the one thing that sets the JAA apart from other car auctions? Is it the cars on offer? The auction process itself? Or is it something more? The truth is, it's the combination of all three. The JAA is a place where the world's top collectors and enthusiasts come to buy and sell the world's most exclusive cars. And with prices to match, it's a place where only the most serious buyers can afford to play. But here's the thing, the JAA is also a place of opportunity. With so many rare and exotic cars on offer, you never know what hidden gems you might discover. And with the right knowledge and expertise, you could be the one to uncover the next big thing in the world of collectible cars. So, what's next? In our next section, we'll be taking a closer look at the cars on offer at the JAA. We'll be exploring the rare and exotic models that are hotly sought after by collectors, as well as the vintage classics that are highly prized by enthusiasts. And we'll be delving into the details of the auction process itself, from online pre-bidding to in-person bidding. But before we move on, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned so far. We've covered the basics of the JAA, from the numbers to the cars on offer. We've also explored the competitive environment of the auction and the resources you'll need to succeed. And we've touched on the exclusivity of the JAA and the opportunities it presents. As we continue our journey through the world of the JAA, we'll be building on what we've learned so far. We'll be exploring more of what makes this auction so unique, from the cars on offer to the auction process itself. And we'll be delving into the details that make the JAA a truly one-of-a-kind experience. So, stay tuned, and let's get ready to uncover the secrets of Japan's biggest secret. You think you have what it takes to become a top bidder at the Japan Automobile Auctions, JAA, but do you really know the strategies behind successful bidding? As we've explored the world of Japan's biggest secret, you've probably wondered how to navigate the high-stakes game of bidding on a million-dollar ride. Well, today we're going to dive into the art of bidding and reveal the secrets that separate the pros from the amateurs. Let's start with the most critical element of successful bidding: research. You see, understanding the market value of a car and knowing its history are crucial elements of a successful bid. Imagine you're bidding on a rare 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO, a car that's expected to fetch over $1 million. If you don't know its market value, you'll be bidding blind, and that's a recipe for disaster. To avoid this, make sure you've done your research before the auction. Look for comparable sales data, study the car's history, and analyze its condition. This will help you determine a fair market price and give you a solid foundation for your bid. But here's what most people don't know: the JAA releases a pre-auction catalog that includes detailed information on each car, including its market value, history, and condition. By studying this catalog, you can get a head start on your research and make more informed bids. Now, let's talk about knowing your opponents. In a game of high-stakes bidding, it's essential to understand who's competing against you and their bidding patterns. You might think that's impossible, but the JAA has a way of making it easier. By observing the bidders and their behavior, you can identify patterns and make educated guesses about their strategies. For example, if you notice a bidder consistently bidding on high-end cars, they might be a serious player looking to make a big splash. On the other hand, if you see a bidder consistently backing down, they might be a rookie trying to avoid taking risks. But here's the thing: knowing your opponents is not just about observing their behavior, it's also about understanding their motivations. Are they looking to make a quick profit, or do they have a long-term vision for their collection? By understanding their motivations, you can tailor your strategy to outmaneuver them and stay ahead of the game. Now, let's talk about staying focused. Emotional bidding can lead to financial losses, so it's essential to stay calm and composed during the auction. Imagine you're bidding on a car that's been a lifelong dream of yours. You might feel a rush of excitement, but if you let your emotions take over, you'll end up overpaying for the car. To avoid this, make sure you've set a budget and stick to it. Don't get caught up in the thrill of the auction, and remember that there will always be another car. But here's what most people don't know: even experienced bidders can get caught up in the excitement of the auction. I've seen top bidders lose their composure and end up overpaying for a car. It's a common mistake, but one that can be avoided with practice and experience. So, what can you do to stay focused during the auction? First, make sure you've done your research and have a solid understanding of the cars up for bid. This will help you stay calm and composed, even in the heat of the moment. Second, set a budget and stick to it. Don't get caught up in the excitement of the auction, and remember that there will always be another car. Finally, take breaks and step away from the auction if you need to. Sometimes, taking a step back can help you clear your head and make more rational decisions. As we've explored the art of bidding, you've probably realized that it's not just about luck or chance. It's about strategy, research, and a deep understanding of the market. By mastering these skills, you can become a top bidder at the JAA and take home the car of your dreams. But here's what most people don't know: even the most experienced bidders can benefit from a little advice and guidance. That's why the JAA offers a range of resources and services to help bidders navigate the auction process. In the next section, we'll take a closer look at the JAA's resources and services, and explore how they can help you become a top bidder. But for now, let's recap the key takeaways from this section. Research is key to successful bidding, and understanding the market value of a car and its history are crucial elements of a successful bid. Knowing your opponents and their bidding patterns can also give you an edge, and staying focused during the auction is essential to avoiding financial losses. By mastering these skills, you can become a top bidder at the JAA and take home the car of your dreams. But here's the question: are you ready to take your bidding skills to the next level? Do you have what it takes to become a top bidder at the JAA? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos on the world of car auctions. In the next section, we'll take a closer look at the JAA's resources and services, and explore how they can help you become a top bidder. You've heard of the world's most expensive cars, but have you ever seen them up close? Let's take a look at some of the most exclusive vehicles to ever roll off the auction block. We're going to delve into the world of million-dollar motors, where the rarest and most sought-after cars are sold to the highest bidder. As you navigate the Japan automobile auctions, JAA, you'll see some of the most incredible vehicles on the planet. Some of these cars are so rare, they are almost like finding a needle in a haystack. Take, for example, the Ferrari Pininfarina Sergio. This sleek and stunning supercar is a limited edition model with only 3 units produced worldwide. And guess what? It can fetch up to $5 million at auction. But that's not the only exclusive ride on the market. The Lamborghini Veneno Roadster is another highly sought-after model that can sell for over $4 million at the JAA. This limited edition supercar is a masterpiece of design and engineering, with its bold lines and incredible performance capabilities. It's no wonder that collectors and enthusiasts are willing to pay top dollar for the privilege of owning one of these rare vehicles. Now, let's talk about a car that's truly a vintage icon, the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Gullwing. This classic beauty can fetch up to $10 million at auction, making it one of the most valuable cars in the world. With its sleek design and impressive performance capabilities, it's no wonder that collectors and enthusiasts are willing to pay top dollar for the privilege of owning one of these rare vehicles. But here's the thing: owning one of these exclusive cars is not just about the price tag. It's about the experience, the history, and the prestige that comes with owning a piece of automotive art. These cars are not just vehicles, they are works of art that evoke a sense of wonder and awe. As you continue to explore the world of the Japan automobile auctions, JAA, you'll see that these exclusive cars are not just limited to Ferrari and Lamborghini. You'll also find other rare and highly sought-after models from manufacturers like Porsche, BMW, and Aston Martin. Each of these cars has its own unique story, its own history, and its own sense of exclusivity. But what sets the JAA apart from other car auctions is the level of transparency and fairness that goes into the bidding process. The JAA has a strict set of rules and regulations that ensure that every bidder has an equal opportunity to purchase the car of their dreams. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a first-time bidder, you'll find that the JAA offers a level of professionalism and expertise that's unmatched in the industry. As you navigate the world of exclusive cars, you'll start to notice that there are certain characteristics that set these vehicles apart from their more affordable counterparts. For example, the attention to detail, the level of craftsmanship, and the rarity of the vehicle all contribute to its exclusivity. These factors, combined with the prestige and history that comes with owning a piece of automotive art, make these cars truly one of a kind. So, what does it take to own one of these exclusive cars? It takes a combination of passion, knowledge, and a willingness to take a chance. It takes the ability to see beyond the price tag and appreciate the art, the history, and the prestige that comes with owning a rare and highly sought-after vehicle. And it takes a deep understanding of the car itself, including its history, its design, and its performance capabilities. As you continue to explore the world of exclusive cars, you'll start to realize that owning one of these vehicles is not just about the thrill of the chase, it's about the experience, the history, and the prestige that comes with owning a piece of automotive art. It's about being part of a community of like-minded individuals who share a passion for the rare and the exclusive. And it's about the sense of satisfaction that comes from owning a vehicle that's truly one of a kind. So, how do you get started in the world of exclusive cars? It starts with doing your research, understanding the market, and learning about the different types of cars that are available. It involves building relationships with other collectors and enthusiasts, and staying up to date on the latest news and trends in the industry. And it involves a willingness to take a chance and pursue your passion, no matter how rare or exclusive the vehicle may be. In our next section, we'll be exploring the art of bidding at the Japan Automobile Auctions, JAA. We'll take a closer look at the strategies and techniques that successful bidders use to navigate the high-stakes game of auctioning off some of the world's most exclusive cars. Stay tuned, because it's about to get even more exciting. You're about to discover the incredible impact Japan's biggest auction has on the global car market. But what exactly is the JAA effect? As a seasoned bidder, you've probably wondered how the JAA influences the prices of rare and exotic cars. Well, let's dive in and explore the fascinating world of the JAA effect. The JAA sets market trends, and its influence can be felt across the globe. When a rare car sells for a record-breaking price at the JAA, its value suddenly skyrockets. This, in turn, affects the prices of similar vehicles in the global market. For example, a limited edition Ferrari that fetches a staggering price at the JAA will instantly become a hot commodity among collectors. The values of similar Ferraris in other parts of the world will likely increase as well, making them even more coveted. But the JAA effect goes beyond just setting market trends. It also fuels demand for rare and exotic cars. The excitement and exclusivity of bidding at the JAA create a buzz that drives collectors and enthusiasts to search for these unique vehicles. Imagine being one of the lucky few who get to own a piece of automotive history. The JAA effect is what makes this dream a reality for many enthusiasts. As you might expect, the JAA's influence can be seen in the development of new car models. Manufacturers often take note of the JAA's sales data and adjust their strategies accordingly. They might create limited edition models or revisit classic designs to capitalize on the JAA's trend-setting power. For instance, a manufacturer might release a special edition of a popular model, knowing that it will appeal to collectors and enthusiasts who are eager to own a piece of JAA history. But here's the thing, the JAA effect isn't just about the cars themselves, it's also about the people behind them. The JAA has become a platform for collectors and enthusiasts to showcase their passion and dedication to the automotive world. It's a place where stories are born, and legends are made. And as a bidder, you're part of this story, connected to a community that shares your passion for rare and exotic cars. Now, you might wonder how you can tap into the JAA effect and make the most of this incredible opportunity. The answer lies in understanding the JAA's unique dynamics and being prepared to adapt to the ever-changing market. As we've explored the strategies behind successful bidding, you've probably realized that it's not just about the cars, it's about the people, the stories, and the passion that drives them. So, what's the next step in your JAA journey? Will you be one of the lucky few who get to own a piece of automotive history? The JAA effect is real, and it's waiting for you to tap into its power. Stay tuned for our next section, where we'll delve deeper into the world of rare and exotic cars and explore the strategies that will take you to the top. You've learned the secrets of the JAA, but are you ready to take the next step and become a top bidder? The journey to becoming a successful bidder at Japan's biggest auction is just beginning, and it's time to get serious about your strategy. Research and preparation are essential. You need to understand the market, know the cars, and stay informed about upcoming auctions. Take a few hours each week to scour the internet for the latest news and trends. Follow the JAA's social media channels and sign up for their email newsletters to stay ahead of the game. You should also be familiar with the different types of cars that are likely to be auctioned off, their values, and their rarity. The more you know, the better equipped you'll be to make informed decisions on the day of the auction. Building a network of connections is also crucial. Connect with other bidders, dealers, and industry experts to stay ahead of the curve. Attend car shows and auctions to meet people in the industry and learn from their experiences. You never know who might have valuable insights or tips to share. And don't be afraid to reach out to your network for advice or guidance. They may be able to provide you with valuable information or even connect you with a potential seller. The JAA is a dynamic and unpredictable environment, so be prepared to adjust your strategy as needed. Things won't always go according to plan, and you'll need to be flexible to stay competitive. Stay up to date with the latest market trends and be willing to pivot if necessary. And remember, it's not just about winning the bid, it's about finding a car that fits your needs and budget. Now that you've learned the essential skills and strategies for becoming a top bidder, it's time to put them into practice. Remember, it takes time and dedication to become a successful bidder at the JAA. Don't get discouraged if you don't see immediate results. Keep learning, stay focused, and you'll be well on your way to achieving your goals. And if you have any questions or need further guidance, be sure to share your experiences and ask questions in the comments below.